Hi everyone, it's Dora here. So if you saw my previous post, you would know that I will be offering free weekly yoga classes on Facebook Live starting in 2 weeks. So today I just want to talk a little bit about some of the yoga props that could be useful in the class. So nothing that I will talk about today are going to be absolutely necessary, though they could make your practice a lot more enjoyable and accessible. So first of all, a yoga mat is a good investment to have if you're thinking of doing yoga long term. And then the next yoga prop that I would recommend are blocks. So if you were in my classes in Waterloo, you would know how much I love using blocks in my classes. And using blocks aren't just for beginners. I use blocks in my practice all the time. And if you don't normally use blocks in your practice, you might find a whole new perspective in your poses, when you come to use them. So these are great. I love to use them. And the ones I have here are made out of cork. I love the feel and the sturdiness of cork blocks, but it's really a personal preference what you use. So these are great. But otherwise, foam blocks work perfectly fine also. They're much lighter, which might appeal to people who need to, bring or travel with these items. The one thing that I will say is that because they're much lighter, that when you do use them and you kind of put weight on them, that sometimes they can feel a little bit wobbly, okay? So that's just one consideration. But having said so, sometimes, foam blocks are going to be more comfortable for certain poses because they are softer than the cork blocks. So these are great options too, and you can find blocks or purchase blocks in most stores and online for sure. So now, if you really don't have any blocks at home, a household item that you might have is perhaps a can of beans. This could work in place of a block. It gives you a bit of elevation off the floor, and it's going to be able to withstand some weight placed on it. It may not be the most comfortable thing to use or to press on, but maybe if you put a little cloth on top, that might give you a bit of more cushioning or comfort as you use these. So this could be an option also. Now, the next thing that I would recommend having is a strap. So this is just a carry strap for my yoga mat. So you might already have one of these, but if you don't, if you have a belt that you could potentially use, or even a rolled up towel or a rolled up blanket, like a light blanket that you can roll up, could be used as a strap. And again, if you don't have these props, that's okay. We will work without them, okay? But they can be very nice in a practice. So blocks and straps are the two props that I use most in my yoga classes. But if you have a nice pillow or cushion at home, these can be nice to sit on for seated poses, or to have something softer for underneath the knees if you have knee issues. Or most of you would have a blanket. Blankets are great. Again, they could use to, soften or place under the knees for a little bit more cushioning. You can roll them up, and this might be a good option instead of a pillow, so you can sit up on a rolled up towel. And at the end at the end of the class, sometimes it's nice to just have a blanket over your body, or maybe just across the belly or legs, to help you feel more grounded as we come to Shavasana. So these are a few things that, you know, could make your practice a little bit more enjoyable. And again, if you don't have these items, don't worry about it. We will make it work. Also, in the coming days, I will be posting out more videos to give you just some tips and suggestions that could make your yoga classes more accessible. And also, I'll be posting up, I guess, some health and wellness tips, or even just a little bit of introductions as to what myself and my business partner Marcia, what we do in our new company, Singula Nutrition. So yeah, please stay tuned. We have lots of good information coming out to you, and look forward to connecting with you soon. Namaste.